Hi, and welcome back to Bounce Forward with me, Tiff Hall. I'd like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which I'm recording this podcast, the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. I pay my respects to elders past and present. And today we're going to talk about sugar cravings. Just about everybody experiences them. It could have been after a stressful day at work, when you receive some bad news, or when feeling tired from looking after the kids all day, or even just an afternoon sugar low slump. I can relate. And I love my treats, but while they make us feel better at the time, they don't stop our cravings in the long run. In fact, they cause our blood sugar levels to spike and then crash quickly, making us crave more sugar and consequently creating a sugar craving cycle. It happens to nearly everyone. So how do you stop it? Well, here are my top 8 tips. 1. Spice up your life. I love cooking with herbs and spices as they can turn a dish from zero to hero. However, seasonings can also save you from a junk food binge. Did you know this? Yes. They not only make your food more delicious and satisfying, but many herbs and spices contain other health benefits, such as balancing your blood sugar and reducing those pesky sugar cravings. I love cooking with turmeric, basil, thyme, and cinnamon. Cinnamon is a great sugar sub. Number 2, kick it off with protein. Set your day up for success by eating a protein-rich breakfast. It'll help you stay fuller for longer, reducing the urge to reach for a mid-morning biscuit. Some of my favorite recipes include a goat's cheese and bacon omelette, eggs with avocado and spinach, and a banana breakfast smoothie. All the recipes I'll put in the show notes for you. Number 3, be prepared. Always having some healthy snacks on hand will help you beat the sugar cravings the healthy way. I find bliss balls to be great for this. Plus, they've got natural healthy sweeteners such as fruit, honey, and maple syrup instead of refined sugar or artificial sweeteners. I'm sure you'll find something to love in my top 9 bliss ball recipes that you can find in the show notes or on mytxo.com. Number 4, eat something sour. There are heaps of foods that help curb sugar cravings. So if you've had a few chockies and feel like you want to eat the whole bag or the whole block of chocolate, try eating something sour like half a grapefruit or a few spoonfuls of kimchi. This acts as anti-chocolate. Alternatively, squeeze some fresh lemon or add a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar to a glass of water. ACV is awesome for your gut health and digestion. I also love to coconut oil pull. Swirl some coconut oil around in your mouth for a couple of minutes, then spit it out. Great not only to stave off cravings, but also antibacterial for the throat and a fab natural tooth whitener too. Okay, we're up to number 5. Focus on the meal plan. I find it's when your routine is all messed up that you're more likely to fall off the wagon and into the arms of comfort food. And if you're skipping meals and scrambling for an energy boost, it seems so much easier to reach for those chocolates in the cupboard than to actually cook one of your healthy meals. So make sure you take the time to meal plan. That 15 minutes at the start of the week can really save you in the long run. 6. Choose quality over quantity. Ditch those processed blocks of chocolate for something with 80% cacao instead. Or even better, make your own treats. In fact, I have a whole recipe collection dedicated to delicious homemade chocolate treats in my book, Snack Power. Oodles of treat inspiration you can batch cook or whip up quickly. Remember, life is about moderation, 80% healthy and 20% treat. I always say the treat will never make the difference, but a binge will. We're up to number 7 now, nearly there. Number 7 is put the kettle on. Feeling peckish but not really hungry happens to me all the time. Have a peppermint tea. Not only can it help reduce bloating after eating, but the scent of mint is known to help control your appetite and suppress cravings. Plus, peppermint helps you relax, so there's less chance of stress snacking. Our final tip, keep moving. When a sugar craving hits, just get up and physically walk away. Go for a walk around the block, do a workout, use me as your PT in your pocket on TXO if you like, or even bust out some office lunges or desk squats. You'll find your mind has been taken off that sugar craving and you will have the natural release of endorphins from moving your body. The exercise satisfaction won't have you wanting to undo any of your hard work. It's the best hack I can offer you. So there you have my 8 top tips for beating sugar cravings. I hope they helped. I have so many recipe ideas that you can hit up at mytxo.com that will help you beat the sugar cravings for good. Now, you know I've been loving these listener questions, so keep them coming. This one is from Jacqueline. I really want to get rid of the flabbiness around my arms. I'm doing weights, but the guy at the gym said you can't spot reduce fat. Is that true? What do you suggest? Jacqueline, unfortunately, it is true. I fell for this one myself. When I was 20, I paid a fortune to go to a fat zapping company who claimed they could zap fat by using this laser ironing device that could spot reduce cellulite and fat on your body. And I really had cellulite and fat around my thighs, I thought. Looking back, I didn't, but I thought I did. And I would go for these sessions where they would, like, with an iron, literally just press heat onto my thighs and said they were zapping the fat. I paid so much money for a few sessions and got completely ripped off with no results. I learned then you cannot control where your body loses fat. There is no way you can spot reduce fat or zap it away. The only way you can improve an area of your body is by lowering your overall fat percentage, focusing on overall fat loss by eating well and creating a deficit by moving more. Training a mix of cardio and strength so you preserve lean muscle mass and burn fat. That is the key. This is going to change the shape of your body, and you can target specific areas of the body by training them more and building more lean muscle mass that improves the elasticity of your skin and can make those areas appear more tight, toned, and defined. So in short, toning your muscles in a specific area is possible and can help reduce the appearance of fat in those areas. But spot reduction of fat is an absolute myth that drives me bonkers. Sean has messaged, "Hi Tiff, my girlfriend wants to get into running. She has always kind of walked and jogged a bit, but wants to start taking it more seriously. I want to get her some awesome trainers for Xmas, and I know how important the right shoe is. So, do you have a preference of running shoe?" Do I ever? I absolutely love running, Sean. I'm a runner. So yes, I have a few recommendations. I have tried and tested my fair share of runners and recently have fallen in love with the Hoka's, the Clifton 9s. They're great as an overall running shoe. I also really love Asics, the Gel Nimbus 25. They're great overall running shoe also, very reliable. For a bit more stability and protection, like when I've had an ankle injury or I just want to be a little bit more loving with my joints, I've stuck to the Asics Gel Keanu 30. And if you like a bit more plush cushioning when you run, then you can't go past the New Balance Move V4. They're great. And lastly, I have a hot tip. Go and see a podiatrist first before you start seriously running, because some inserts or orthotics could really help your running style and stop you getting injured in the long run. For example, I've got some orthotics and they really help my knees. I've got arthritis in my knees and they've really helped my knee pain. Who would have thought that just tweaking your shoe can help knee or hip pain? But it absolutely can. So they will recommend the right running shoe for your foot. It's a great tip. And one more from Janet. Hi Tiff, I've decided 2024 will be the year I take control of my health. I'm a 58-year-old woman and I was thinking about getting a personal trainer, but I've tried them in the past many years ago and I didn't really respond well to being yelled at. Is there something a beginner like me could do to keep motivated? Firstly, Janet, not all PTs yell. I don't. There is no need to yell to motivate someone. If the exercise selection, volume, and intensity are all right, then your client shouldn't be quitting and needing to be yelled at. I've worked with trainers who have whispered one word in my ear and I've got a second wind. I think you haven't met the right trainer for you yet. You need someone who will work with you, your fitness level, and your ability. know when to push, know when to pull back, but I get it. PT can seem super intimidating when you're a beginner. So I recommend for beginners that you start with a trusted, reputable online personal training program you can do from the comfort of your own home, even in your PJs if you like, because gyms can be intimidating. So nothing beats working out at home. When looking at an online program, make sure the workouts are coached, that the instructor is teaching and coaching you verbally through the exercises and sessions and focusing on technique. You don't want a PDF or video exercise libraries with no words, no coaching. To keep it safe, you need to be coached. All my workouts are coached on TXO, so I can guarantee the best safety and motivation. It's a great way to get started as a beginner and to build your confidence up to working with a PT or going to the gym in the future. Thanks so much for listening to Bounce Forward. I love having your company, so please DM me on Instagram at tiffhall_xo and let me know what topics you'd love me to cover. I've popped the links to the recipes mentioned in the episode in the show notes, and of course, don't forget to rate and review me on your podcast app. Speak soon. Happy days.